Good evening, guys and gals. Good evening, dear friends. My name is Irina Efros, and today I'm gonna do a webinar for you regarding the topic how to use Instagram to improve our English. First of all, let me introduce myself a little bit more through the with the presentation, PowerPoint presentation. So, this is my name, Irina Efros. I got my master's in marketing communications in Westminster University in London. For the last 5 years, I'm the founder of English in Action SPb project, which creates different events, educational and entertaining events in English for both adults and kids. For example, educational excursions in different city areas and in the museums, online quests, in big and small museums and in different exciting city areas, cooking classes with the foreign chefs, and networking dinners, and yacht trips to the Gulf of Finland. And actually, in a couple of weeks' time, we're gonna have our first in this season yacht trip to the Gulf of Finland with some starters and some wine. So you're more than welcome to join. And later, I'll give you some links, my personal contacts, so you can check the events and join them. Today we're gonna talk about few aspects: how to use Instagram for English improvement, how to remember things from Instagram better, and list of most exciting Instagram accounts. There was a huge research in 2018 which showed that daily time spent on Instagram is 53 minutes. Monthly active users 800 million people, photos uploaded daily 95 million, daily active users 500 million people, and stories daily shared 250 million. Can you imagine that? In 2019, people spent on Instagram in average 72 minutes per day. So it means that just in 1 year, people started to use Instagram in 20 minutes more than the previous year. And I don't know, I don't have statistics for 2020, but I guess that's much more, and partially because of pandemic, because during the lockdown, people had nothing to do. They were browsing the internet, Googling things, using the Instagram more often. So what our mom, our boss, our friends think we are doing in Instagram. Of course, we are watching other people's stories. We're doing selfies and post them on Instagram. We are reading some news feeds and we're taking part in some debates, probably, but usually we just follow other people and we follow their lifestyles, and sometimes we're jealous of their lifestyles. But I should tell you, we can use Instagram much more widely, and we can use it as a very nice tool. And personally, I think that this is one of the most fun and easy ways nowadays to, and free of charge ways to upgrade our English. I love to do that myself, so I want to share some ideas with you today. So how we improve our English with Instagram? First of all, not the most interesting part, but very important part, is to follow accounts that focus on teaching English. These accounts help you stay motivated, regularly post activities and vocabulary challenges, and also answer queries in the comment sections. Use the hashtag English teacher to find tutors from all over the world. Try to interact with them through comments and messages. In my experience, most of them are more than happy to clear any doubts and share general tips about a specific part of English learning. Later, I will give you a list of the English teachers I like. But now I'm going to tell you that I follow one lady. Her hashtag is Boost Your English. She's Russian from St. Petersburg, and she lives permanently on Bali. She has offline and online English courses, but she shares a lot of information in Instagram on daily basis. And she has very nice, very professional attitude towards English learning and English teaching, and she has a very nice British accent, which at the same time is very easy to understand, probably because she's still from our country, so we can, you know, we can hear some small things easier than with American or even British citizen. Another thing, take the caption challenge. What's that? A caption challenge. These are very famous activity in the Instagram community. In the caption challenge, a picture is posted by a user using the caption this hashtag. And different people come up with humorous and clever captions for that photo and post it in the comment section. English learners can test how easily they're able to describe a photo with no textual hints. In the comments section, they can also see how many different words can be used to caption the same image and if they're able to connect them with a photo or not. This is a very, very nice and very simple way, even for not very experienced English learners, to improve the English. So I highly recommend this tip. Another thing, enjoy educational content. Learning English should not stay limited to learning grammar and vocabulary. You can improve your English skills while getting smarter and educating yourself about subjects which interest you. It's the best way to learn something, to be interested in the topic. So these popular Instagram accounts provide little pieces of full facts, one picture at a time. National Geographic if you like nature, NASA if you're interested in space and rockets, History in Pigs, the best place to find historical pictures and exciting but little known facts, WTF, fun facts, short lines with the fun facts and a photo. The last one is very simple, especially for elementary students. It's a great way to get some new vocabulary and to improve their English. Another thing, find funny memes. The meme is the perfect way to get quick English reading practice, especially if you are learning informal English. Usually there are barely 4 or 5 words in a single meme and they're extremely entertaining. You can find various memes on Instagram using hashtag like Memstagram. There is a specific hashtag called grammar humor for memes related to English grammar. If you do not understand the meme, do not hesitate to ask for an explanation in the comments section. And this advice is good for any other tip I am going to give you or already gave you, because Instagram is a very friendly, more or less friendly place to ask questions and ask for support and help. And if you don't understand, you can easily get advice, a help, a translation from other people. Just don't be shy to ask. And you will be rewarded. And this is my favorite section of this webinar. What we can do to make your English modern and juicy. First of all, sign to the accounts of celebrities you like. You can do like that. You can just Google like 20 celebrities with very interesting Instagram accounts and sign for them. Or you can just create your own list of the people you like. Maybe you listen to their music, or you read their books, or you watched a movie and you liked the star who played in this movie, or someone inspired you in another field, like in a business field, for example, and you can try to find them on Instagram, because most of the people, especially famous people, they are already there. And how you can use your Instagram in this way at the fullest. Use every single thing we have on Instagram. Read their news feeds. Check their stories. Check their IGTV. Start to comment and take part in discussions. Watch their lives. Because sometimes, usually people, if they're not bloggers, if they're just famous people but not professional bloggers, they don't do a lot of news feeds, especially like not on an everyday basis, but they do a lot of lives. and they share a lot of stories, and they have a lot of comments for everything they write. So it's a good way to improve all your skills: listening skills, writing skills, reading skills, communication skills, by participating in every part of their Instagram live. Also, check their stories highlights. Usually people post interesting things about themselves there and pin them up. Another thing, join their fan clubs accounts. Why do you need this? Because sometimes the stars are too busy to post something interesting on regular basis, but their fan clubs are never tired and bored at that. So you can find a lot of interesting information on these people, about these people, and the accounts of their fans, but at the same time, you can improve your different skills, as I told you before, by reading other people writing about these celebrities. And check accounts of the people they follow, because usually if a person has, you know, this blue, like what, blue tick or something, so they have a huge amount of fans and a huge amount of followers, they also follow someone by themselves. But probably these are the people from the same area, or from the same working field, or even higher level, which is extremely interesting. So they won't follow someone who are not, you know, who are not in their like space. And this way you can expand your list of interesting people to follow. Another thing, so what do we get, what do exactly we get from this? From following, from discussing, watching IGTV, watching their stories? Actually, we get a lot. We are getting the full pack. We get an amazing, modern and juicy vocabulary. In my other webinars, I give you advice to read newspapers and magazines to upgrade your modern English. This is still a good advice, I guess, but in 2020, we have already, for a few years, we have Instagram, and sometimes the words and phrases and structures people use in Instagram, native speakers, they're more up-to-date than anything you can read in the magazine. That much more modern and up-to-date. Sometimes the word or the phrase is not even in the vocabulary yet, and is not very well and widely used. But someone famous, they already post it, they already use it. So it's so fresh and it's so juicy that it will come later to the vocabulary and to more wide usage. And you don't need to wait. You get it like that. So another thing, you improve your reading skills. For that, you need to read a lot of news feeds of native speakers, teachers, or celebrities, or whatever. And maybe at the beginning, you should understand the picture in general. So just read the text and understand the, you know, the context. Understand and translate some words from the context. If you want to go deeper, see what words you don't understand. Try to Google them. Remember them better by writing them down in your notebook, or by taking a print screen, for example, and creating the collection of such words for yourself. And try to use it. Try to use this word in your class, with your native speaker friends, if you have ones, or I don't know, in your writing, if you write in English. So try to use them as often as possible. And this is the way you remember them better. And the next time you will see this word, a phrase, or idiom, or phrasal verb in Instagram, in this person's account or in other accounts, you will immediately catch it and understand it. Because English language is not, it's very vibrant, but it's not that rich as, for example, Russian language. So if people in Instagram, they're using pretty much the same constructions and the same modern words, and they're repeating it time after time. So you'll definitely, if you create your own vocabulary of the Instagram words, you will meet them another time. Another thing you get from following Instagram accounts, you upgrade your listening skills, because you're watching IGTV, you're watching stories, you're joining different lives, and you can listen, and more you're listening, more you're understanding. It's just like that. It's like riding a bicycle. More practice, more, you know, better results. And you practice in writing and discussion. But for that, of course, you need to break this ice, break this barrier, and start to communicate with other followers, for example, or bloggers, or, you know, English teachers. Unfortunately, not with the celebrities, but sometimes even if you comment in an interesting way, even celebrities answer. And this is a good way to use new words, to try your writing skills and try your debating skills as well. Because if you write something interesting or something provocative, some people will answer. Maybe there will be, you know, a discussion in some way, probably positive, probably not very positive, but anyway, you already be involved. And actually, not only write comments, but also read comments, because in comments, you won't believe how many interesting things you can find in comments for your English improvement. Just try at least one time and you will see. So follow these tips to maximize your learning experience. Imagine you've done already what I've told you before, but you know, our memory is like that. You are forgetting like 70% of what you've learned recently. How to put it in your mind, in your memory, and fix it there? First of all, save posts so that you can repeat lessons. Repetition is key. Instead of taking a lesson once, repeat it. Instagram makes it easier for you through their saving post schedule. Then click the menu on your profile to see saved posts. You can create collections to organize everything. As I said before, print screen, and create some collage or whatever. And you also can share it in Instagram in your stories, for example. And that's how you can also attract more people to your profile, to your stories. And when you share what you like, maybe other people will like it as well, or maybe they are already interested, but they didn't know that you are interested. And so that's how you expand your circle of, you know, like-minded people. Another thing, create flashcards from what you learn. This will help you retain what you learn. Repetition is a big part of gaining a high level of English. You already know that, right? If you don't repeat something, you'll soon forget it. I've told you already about that. And a powerful way to internalize, be able to use without thinking any vocabulary or sentence you want to learn is to use digital flashcards. The third tip to remember things you've learned in Instagram better is to post videos of you speaking English. This is, of course, a little bit more advanced. However, you can post videos of you speaking English on your normal Instagram feed or in a story. Part of the journey to fluency is becoming more confident. Don't wait until you're perfect to start. Instead, start speaking today. This is what I've said about breaking the ice, breaking this barrier. Try to do it. It shouldn't be perfect. You don't have to care about your looks, your appearance, your pronunciation, your grammar, or whatever. At the moment you start speaking, you're already getting few steps forward. And then you can make it more perfect. The fourth tip, forget that you're learning English and enjoy the content. That's actually my favorite thing to do. And there are two types of reading, intensive reading and extensive reading. So what's that all about? With the first type, intensive reading, you analyze the language that you are reading so that you can improve your vocabulary and grammar. You're focusing on the language more than the general content. And with the second type, you are reading for fun. And I want you to do more of that. Because when you're doing something for fun, you are doing it more relaxed and you remember it better because you remember your good emotions and you remember your good experience. And sometimes you don't need to understand the 100%. You need to understand like 60, 65%. And that's fine for now. You don't bother yourself. You're not tired of that, but you understand already a lot. And this is who to follow. This is the list of different Instagram accounts, people in different fields that I offer you to follow. English teachers, the first one, Boost Your English, the one I was telling you about. Another are To Fluency. I like them because they share a lot of interesting information how to improve English, very up-to-date information free of charge. And they have regular articles on that. And some other people you can check later on. Business inspiration. These are people and brands working in different fields. It can be clothing brands, it can be bars and restaurants, that can be big, huge companies or small like startups that inspire others to create maybe their own business. Especially you'll be interested if you have your own business or you plan to create something for yourself. This will definitely inspire you, not only in terms of learning English, but in terms of doing your business, changing your life. And here, IT people. If you're in IT technology, I think this is the best place for you to get some IT, English IT knowledge. For others, maybe it will be a bit boring and a little bit difficult, but at least you can try. And these are my favorites. Who to follow? My personal loves. If you watch the movie The Suits, about lawyers of the very high level living in Manhattan, you will understand me. Gabriel Macht. I'm Gabriel Macht. I'm Sarah Grafferty. Her surname is Sarah Rafferty, but in Instagram she's Sarah Grafferty. And I'm Gina Torres. Amazing people, very beautiful. I think one of the most beautiful and nice people in this industry. As to I'm Gabriel Macht, he doesn't do very regular Instagram news feeds or stories or something, but Sarah Rafferty and Gina Torres, they use Instagram on a daily basis, almost on a daily basis. And me personally, for the last month of pandemic, I checked the Instagram accounts twice per day, I think, and I got a lot of new exciting information on English language and new structures, idioms, phrasal verbs, slang words, neologisms, just amazing, in a very entertaining, in a very light, fun way. So I highly recommend them. But if you like something, for example, like Sex and the City or Desperate Housewives, any serials you like, just think of the serials you like and make a list of the actors and actresses from these movies and check them on Instagram. And here are my links. My professional links to the groups, English in Action SPb in Facebook, Instagram, VK, and my professional working email. You can write me there, you can ask me any questions, you can join my accounts and check the events. I'll be more than happy if you'll do that. And this is the last slide. It's about our speaking club. We're gonna do this starting from the next week, twice per week, with different groups of different English levels. On topics, you can see the topics here, and we're gonna expand the topic list. There will be 2 moderators, one native speaker, Ronnie, and me, Irina, who will help you to sort things out if you want to understand the native speaker. And we're going to do a lot of activities, PowerPoint presentations, create stories, improve your speaking skills. The price is here, so join my group to check and to join. And thanks a lot for being with me. Hopefully it was inspiring for you, and hopefully you will find the information I gave you today interesting and helpful. And I hope to see you on my other webinars. Thank you. Bye.